Happy Death Day. Alright, I guess I am the horror movie correspondent now, since Tom didn't join me on this one either. So, Happy Death Day. I'm not going to say much about the cast, I'm not going to say much about the director, except that he directed Disturbia and a couple of the Paranormal Activities, and that should tell you all about that. Also, what I'm not going to say, which everybody else in the world has said,
oh, it's like Groundhog Day.
Now, I will give the movie a little bit of credit. At the end, they do reference the movie Groundhog Day, and it's a little meta in that they weren't trying to copy it exactly. But this movie does well in some parts, and it does not well in other parts. In most parts, actually. So, if you can't tell by now, this movie wasn't the top of my list. This movie does well. The actress does pretty good. Basically, the story is that there's this girl named Teresa, whatever you want to call her, and she wakes up on her birthday, and every day she goes through this walk of shame, and at the end of the night, at her birthday party, she gets murdered by a guy in a mask from their school mascot, which happens to be a baby, which is weird. And then she wakes up and she's in the same situation over and over again, like I said before, like Groundhog Day. The thing that this movie doesn't explain is why she repeated each day over and over and over and over. Groundhog Day, they explain, kind of, it's implied, that he was a crappy person, and there was a need to repeat each day until he got better at being a better person. Now, what this movie doesn't do is explain that. Yes, she was a crappy person, and yes, she had her faults and she got better with time, but it doesn't really explain why she got so many chances to redo each day over. So I thought that was a little weird. But maybe, if you know, tell me. Also, this movie is kind of cliche in the way that it's jump scary. Things appear out of nowhere, things appear behind people, you're saying, hey, don't go into that room. You're like, why are they making that decision? It's a classic horror movie with all the horror movie mistakes. There's nothing new in this movie, and there's nothing that this movie surprises you with. But that's not to say that it's not all bad. The actress does really well, I forgot her name. The other actor, supporting dude. The actors that are in this movie do really well for what they're in, for what they were given, for what the script was. So I'll give that credit. But overall, I will give this movie a 5. I think that's my lowest score. But it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what you think. Did you see it? Go see it. I don't know. I don't know. But with that said, tell me what movie we should do next. Subscribe, like this video, give me some love, and we'll see you next time at Movie Nerds Alert. I'm gonna go pretend I didn't see that movie.